Hi everyone, welcome back to our channel. A very happy new year to you and your family from us. We hope that this new year comes with a lot of happiness, a lot of blessings, opportunities, and things to look forward for you and your family as well. So today's video is a bit different. Yes, it's a makeup tutorial, but not as a regular one. I actually got this idea on a day of crisis while I was getting ready recently for one of the parties that I had to go to, and I could not find my brush set. Like I completely panicked. I didn't know what to do, and I had to rush out within half an hour, so I didn't have an option of finding and everything. Anyways, so I ended up doing my entire look just with my hands, a few brushes that I had lying here and there, and that's when it struck me I should probably do a video with it. So in today's video we'll be doing a half and half comparison of this look that I have right now. One side is done with a brush and one side is done with using just hands, no tools. So just to begin with, if you see this look, can you make out which is what? Or in fact, can you make out if there's any difference? I already love this look and I don't see much of a difference. But yes, in this video, you will actually see how you can do your makeup with brushes and do the same exact makeup also using your hands. Which one is better, or especially in time of crisis, this might help you. Without any further ado, if you would want to know how I got this look and how you can get this look using brushes as well as using your hands without any tools, please keep on watching. So I'll be beginning with the face this time, and for that obviously I'll be using my Fit Me foundation. So for this video I'll be using all the tools on my right side and my fingers on the left side. To begin with, I feel that both the sides look pretty similar, and it's just with the tool I feel it was easier for me to blend. Now moving on to the concealer, I'll be using the LA Girl Pro Conceal in the shade Medium Beige, and to blend out the concealer I'll be using this brush. I feel that the brush took away some of the products, so I think I'll be using a bit more just on the under eye. Now for the other side, I'll just be using the same brush. So I always prefer blending my concealer with my fingers because see, less product is used. Now I'll be quickly setting my face. I'll be using the Makeup Revolution banana powder. With a kabuki brush, I'll just be setting everything. I'm just going a bit overboard, not exactly baking, but using some extra powder just so that it doesn't crease. And I'm also setting my eyelids with it. I'm majorly setting the areas where I've concealed, and with whatever is left on my brush, I'm just setting everything else. I do this because the foundation that I've used is already pretty matte, so I don't need to set it very heavily. Now for the other side, I'm using my fingers. So just taking my first two fingers, now like I said, I'm not intensely baking my face, so right after I'm done, I'll just be removing any extra powder from my face and doing the same with my fingers. I don't know how I'm gonna do it, but I think just be dusting everything off. Now next, moving on to the eyebrows, I'll be using my Makeup Revolution eyebrow palette. Now for the other side, I'll actually be using a pencil because it's obviously very hard for me to do my eyebrows with my fingers using a powder. I'm already not liking the finish of it, but we're anyways gonna roll with it. Honestly, I don't like how my eyebrows turned out with a pencil, because I'm always used to doing it with a brush, but that's what the difference that we're looking at, right? So yes, now we're moving on to the eyes. For that, I'll be doing a very basic look today, probably a brown smoky eye or something. We'll see what we end up with, because it's not about the eye look, it's about the technique that we're using and comparison, obviously. Starting with the crease first. Doing the same thing on the other eyes with my finger. Obviously, the brush side is way quicker as compared to the fingers. Now going with the brown to intensify the crease. Taking a blending brush for the other side. So I think with the brush, the eyeshadows are showing off way more because I think the finger is taking up a lot of product. So let me just intensify the other eye. I guess we're close. Now for the lid, I'll just be taking a champagne color. Now comparing both the sides, the first thing is that when you use your fingers, the application is way more intense with a glitter eyeshadow. However, with a brush, the application can be way more precise as compared to your fingers, because it could kind of go, I won't say all over the place, but then I don't know if the camera is picking up well or not, but here I've gone a bit more precise. But if here you see, the glitter does not have a very sharp line. I am going to eventually blend it out anyways, so it won't make such a big difference, but just wanted to make sure to let you know the difference between finger and toe. Now taking the same blending brush, I'm just blending everything together and doing the same thing with the other side. So now again, noticing two things here. When we blended this out, we used the same brush that we had used earlier, so I believe there was some product left, so it basically blended everything out and giving it a bit more intense look. However, with the fingers, obviously we had no product on the fingers because we didn't take any extra product. So when we blended this side out, it kind of took a bit of the pigmentation of the eyeshadow. Also, the shimmer eyeshadow kind of went everywhere, like all the way till where we blended. Whereas here you can see that there is a bit more mateness on the end. So that is what the comparison is. So I'm just going to take some extra product on my fingers and just blend this side to make it even. So before moving on to the eyes, I'll be finishing my base. So for bronzer, I'm taking this angled brush, just be bronzing my face. Now for the other side, I'm taking my first two fingers, taking some product. I've actually never bronzed with my fingers before. So obviously, comparing both the sides, the side with the brush was easier to do. However, we did manage it with the fingers, with the hands as well. So I would say it's not that bad. If you do not have a brush, you can work your way around it. And I think the best way of doing it with your fingers is first placing the product and then blending it wherever you want it. Now for the blush, obviously I'll be taking blush brush. Again, taking my first two fingers Now comparing both the sides, obviously the side with the brush went way more smoother. It has blended really well, if you can see, and it's gone a bit more flawless compared to this other side. Obviously we worked our way around it, it's not that bad. If you compare, obviously the brush side is better. However, this side is not that much well blended, but that is only if I have to make a comparison, I'm saying that. But on the first look, I don't think you can make a big of a difference. Now the final step for the face is obviously highlighting. So again, I obviously like the brush side better because the application was a bit more precise. I got the product exactly where I wanted it to be. However, if you see here, it's more blended and is not as pigmented as the brush. It's not that bad again, obviously we can work it out. It's not undoable, but when you compare both the sides, obviously the brush is better. However, if you're not a very big fan of stark highlighters, I think you would love this look as well. So now moving on to the eyes, I'll be finishing my lower lash line. I'll be taking the brown eyeshadow. I'm taking the same eyeshadow on my pinky finger. Obviously more intense, not that much intensifying. However, we can still work with it. So for mascara, I don't think we have an option of tools and no tools because we'll just be using mascara. But I thought that when we are talking about tools, that I will be going ahead and curling my eyelash on this side. I'm just finishing this look with the Color Bar Hot Latte Liquid Lipstick, and I don't think we need to compare anything because we're just going to use the wand. Now with that, I finished this look and the comparison, and for an overall comparison, honestly speaking, if I see both the sides, on the first look I do not see any stark difference. I don't think I can make out that both the sides have been done with different techniques. In fact, I was really unhappy with the eyebrows, but I think when the entire look comes together, I'm still not mad at that as well. So yes, I think that this look turned out pretty well. And for my final thoughts, I believe that you always have an option. If you have brushes, if you do not have brushes, you can still work your way around whatever makeup you want to do. So that was the main idea behind this look, behind this video that I did, that never stay constrained with tools, because your hands are your best friends, and I think you can see a very clear comparison also. And yes, with that I finished this video. I hope you liked this video and enjoyed it a bit, and please make sure to subscribe to this channel to mean the world to us, and also make sure to share it so that we have more subscribers and we can enhance the content that we have as well, basis the feedback that we have from you. And until our next video, thank you so much. Bye.